Man, these nights sure are getting tougher. I definitely think that we're going to need some better equipment to deal with this lot. And as it just so happens, we've already managed to unlock the signs towards getting that new gear. All we need to do is start producing some bronze ingots, which will require some copper alongside tin. And tin is a resource that can be found underneath snowy mountains. If only we had any of those fairly close by. But first, let's remove some of these copper boxes. We don't need the point increase just now, and this should reduce our threat level pretty greatly. I'm not quite sure how far down the tin ore will be from these snowy mountains, so let's just dig down a little bit and see if we do discover anything. I really hope that this isn't going to be a rare resource down here, but we will see. Well, we are discovering ore down here, but I do think that is copper and clay, so maybe if we just dig a little bit further down. Also noticing that our colony's unemployment level is going up a little bit there, which means some mobs are currently killing our people. That's a shame. But we can always recruit new idiots, so I'm not overly worried. Well, this is definitely a new block for us. Let us see what it is. That is iron ore. Oh, interesting. And there's a block right underneath of it, which is our tin. Right, so new problem then. How do I get our idiots down here to start mining this for us? Maybe this is where the outpost signs then will help us. Although we will need some bronze tools in order to unlock that, so I will take back the tin that I have at the moment. Then we will see if we can unlock that research. Then we will make our way back here just to see if we can place down some miners. The colony sure doesn't look too bad from this angle. That's all of the tin I brought back into the stockpile, and I think these idiots here are in the process of making our bronze bars, of which we do need 2 bronze bars for them to create our first bronze tool. And I will take that immediately out of storage just before one of them uses it. We will also require 1000 colony points for the outpost research, so let's get down our copper boxes again, and then let's get to selling. So that should be outposts. And again, I will just quickly remove all of the boxes. I believe that we can only get outpost banners from buying them from the merchant, but this is going to cost 1500 points. Seeing as it's nighttime at the moment and these nasty buggers are already getting themselves into the colony, I think we will wait to see if we do survive it, then we'll place down some more boxes just to increase the points. Another night survived, our copper box is down, and our threat level over 200. So let's very quickly then sell some things here just to buy the outpost, which we now have. So let's get up to the mountain. Not entirely sure how this is going to work, but let's get the banner tool out and we will start a new outpost. Yeah, that's probably alright. And I do think I see how this works then. So we have a threat level of 0, purely because we have no idiots up here at the moment. And I think we will maybe just keep it that way. Let's expand out a little bit here to get down some beds. Then is it just a simple case of recruiting yet again to fill jobs? It seems to be that case. Right, let's get down some miner blocks then. And once we get some more meals in, we can recruit even more idiots, and that's going to be iron, tin, and whatever other resource then we can find going to be sorted for us. Oh, hello you. We will also get up some defense for the mountain as well, but that's a start at least. Now that we potentially have bronze sorted for us, let's move on and see what else science-wise that we can unlock. Which brass might not be a bad idea, especially if we can use it for ammunition. We will need zinc for that research, and I've seen that we can get zinc from directly below mammoth trees. And your guess is as good as mine whenever it comes to mammoth trees. Although if I were to guess, that's probably one of them over there just in the distance. Well, there's another outpost that we're going to need. Although before I do save up the points for it, I am going to unlock Bronze Lockbox, which seems to be a more efficient copper box for our colony point capacity, but not give us so much of a threat level. We will need some more bronze first to get those boxes, but I think we're pretty much covered on that front. The first bronze lockbox has been created, so let's see how much this gives us. Each one seems to give us an additional 500 point capacity, which is really not too bad, but a bit expensive for us to make at the moment. We saved up enough points to get ourselves another outpost banner, so let's head over to this mammoth tree and see if we can get any zinc. Assuming that this is a mammoth tree. Again, we will just see. Let's start mining our way downwards. And I think we may have found some. Yes, it turns out that the yellow ore is indeed zinc ore, and we do have this darker ore here as well, which seems to be coal ore. And a few deposits of iron as well, which is nice. Let's see about getting a outpost established then. It turns out that whenever you're this far away from your set colony, that you cannot actually access its stockpile. So in order for me to get the outpost, I need to run all the way back to the colony just to take it out of storage. What a good job that I've got nothing but time on my hands. Although this does now pose the question, will I actually be able to start taking zinc from the tree and depositing it over to this colony? Or is the tree just too far away from the colony for us to do that? It turns out that we can still access the colony even from this distance here, which is good because I just cannot be bothered creating a whole set of new things for these idiots. Anyway, there's a few beds in, we have a few meals, let's get a few idiots. And let's start mining up some zinc. That is another outpost, pretty much defended. Let's get back to the main colony. We have saved up enough zinc to unlock the brass research, alongside enough bronze ingots to unlock bricks, as well as enough linen to get hemp, and after we get in a few more tablets of ancient wisdom, alongside some more colony points, we will also be able to unlock some crossbows. But that has once again unlocked some new researches for us to go for, including Iron Age, which is the next major step forward for the colony, but is going to require quite a lot of materials towards it, and that monster threat increase is quite significant. So I think we will be holding off on getting that, at least for the moment, until we can really beef up our overall defences, I would say. Anyway, we can now place down a hemp farmer, which we will place down just somewhere over here. This is pretty much the agricultural side of things, so not arable. So whenever I work out where we can place the hemp farmer, we will place it down here beside all of the other agricultural builds. I also read up that we can also potentially mine some gold ore from underneath the snowy mountains, which I get the feeling that's exactly what that block there is. Yes, indeed it is, so we can now start crafting jewellery, which is good because I really need another way for us to start being able to make some money. Well, here's a really stupid challenge then for us. I have replaced all of the stone slingshot guards with crossbow guards and placed down quite a few more of these bronze lockboxes to the point where we now have 5600 points in our capacity, but also a threat level of over 200. So let's see how these idiots are going to fare with tonight's horde. I didn't really think about the outposts that we have, if those will get a bigger threat or not. Oh well, I really am just more interested to see what is going to be thrown at us here, which so far, not too many zombies. Although that fisherman really should go do something, otherwise he is, yep. We are definitely starting to get in a lot more armoured zombies, so that is going to be rather problematic. Well, it would be problematic if they were getting anywhere near us at the moment, which they are not. That's certainly a new type of zombie there, that Batman looking one, who is now dead. And honestly, I am fairly surprised that they are doing so well, because this is quite a lot of them, and quite a lot of armoured ones as well. But they are certainly holding up not too bad, so far at least. So it seems that all of these upgrades today have made a difference. Maybe we can go for the Iron Age upgrade after all. Although it does also seem that all of our outpost idiots didn't fare just as well and are now all dead. So, great.